Now we will discuss about various types of tissue systems present inside the plant body. So let's start. What is tissue system? The body of the plant is composed of many types of cells and group of cells with a specific function. With a common function is known as tissue. Sachs in 1875 first divided tissues into three systems on the basis of division of labor in higher class of plants. Each system consisting of one tissue or consisting of different tissues. Their function and origin are same. Tissues are formed by meristem. So, according to their function, the tissue systems are of three types. One is epidermal tissue system, the second one is ground tissue system, third one is vascular tissue system. So, let us discuss one by one. First of all, epidermal tissue system, a group of tissues, no matter how dissimilar they may be, having a similar position and function are called epidermal tissue system. Epidermal tissue system forms the outer protective covering of the plant body. During primary growth, the covering of the plant body is known as epidermis, but in case of root, it is known as epiblema. But in secondary growth, the epidermis may be replaced by periderm. That means hard covering. So, the tissue system which is meant for forming or manufacturing or producing the outer protective covering of the plant is known as epidermal tissue system. Then under epidermal tissue system, epidermis is there, some trichomes is there, cuticle layer is there, then prickles are there. So first of all, what is epidermis? It is the outer layer of the plant. The tissue is made up of epidermal cells that covers all the exposed part of the plant except stomata and stomatal opening. So some exceptions are there. Some minute pores are present on the epidermis where the epidermis layer is not present on it. The epidermis is in the form of continuous layer. The shape and size of the cells are different due to cells being adjacent to each other. There is no intercellular space lies in epidermal tissue system. Generally, epidermis is one layer, that is uniseriate. When it is one layer, it is called as uniseriate, but sometimes it is many layer called as multiseriate. One, two, three. So this type of multi-layered condition of epidermis is known as multiseriate. Then in leaves of many monocot plants, some cells are present called bulliform cell or bubble-like cell. What are the role of these bulliform cells? They are hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic means during low water condition, when there is a scarcity of water in the environment, these leaves roll and reduce the water transpiration. So it is known as bulliform cells. So what is bulliform cell? Bulliform cell is otherwise known as motor cell. What is the role of it? These are some cells present in upper epidermis and get enlarged in size, and it helps in leaf curling to check the transpiration during low water conditions. So then the outermost layer of root is known as epiblema or piliferous layer. Unicellular root hairs emerge from epiblema. In case of root, from epiblema or root epidermis, many unicellular root hairs emerges out. Then stomata and cuticles are not found in rhizome. That means in root, stomata and cuticle layer is absent. Then what is stomata? Stomata are found in the aerial part of the leaf and plants. Each stoma is surrounded by two crescent shaped or kidney shaped guard cells like this. These two is known as guard cell. and this opening is known as stomatal opening. The inner wall of guard cell is thick and outer wall is thin. This is thick, the inner wall, and the outer wall is thin. The guard cell are alive and contains chloroplast. Alive means they contain protoplasm and they have chloroplast which help in photosynthesis. The guard cell controls the opening and closing of stomata. These two guard cell helps in closing and opening of the stomata. The guard cell are surrounded by other cells of epidermis which is known as subsidiary cells. So these green parts are subsidiary cells. These are subsidiary cells. The main function of stomata is to exchange gases between plant and the atmosphere. Then these are some following types of leaves based on the stomata. One is astomatic. Stomata are totally absent in case of some submerged plant. Submerged plant, the plants which lies below the water. So they don't require any stomata. And the most common example of it is Hydrilla and Vallisneria. They lack stomata, so they are astomatic. Then hypostomatic, where the stomata is present only in lower side of leaves, generally in dicot leaves. This type of leaves are found in dicots. Then epistomatic, the stomata are found on the leaf, on the upper surface of the leaf, for example in case of lotus. Then amphistomatic, the leaf equal number of stomata are found in on both the surface. For example, in wheat, maize, etc. That means in the leaves of monocot plants where isobilateral leaves are found. Then epidermal appendages. There are some epidermal appendages like root hairs present on the epiblemma layer. Then trichomes. Trichomes are hair-like projections sometimes found on epidermis. Then prickles. These are steeped multicellular epidermal outgrowth. So it is all about your epidermal tissue system and what is its function. Main function is to protect the inner tissue as it is the protective outer covering. Then the second one is cuticle wax, follicle scales are found on epidermis. These prevent excessive evaporation from the plant. So it reduces or check the water loss. Then the epidermis act as storage of water in desert plant. Sometimes epidermis perform function of photosynthesis and secretion. Photosynthesis as they have chloroplast helps in exchange of gas due to stomata. Then works for absorption of water and mineral salt by root hair in the root. In case of root, they help in the absorption of water and mineral salt from the soil. Then vascular tissue system. Vascular tissue system consists of complex tissues. One is phloem and another one is xylem. Xylem helps in the conduction of water and phloem helps in the conduction of food, translocation of food or translocation of solute. The xylem and phloem together constitute vascular bundle. When we cut is the stem of a plant, cut a stem of the plant and observe it under the microscope, you will see a picture like this, where xylem and phloems are arranged like this. So, this xylem and phloem together constitute the vascular bundle. In case of dicot stem, when you cut a dicot stem, cambium is present between xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem present togetherly in dicot stem, and where a cambium layer is present between this xylem and phloem. From this cambium, the secondary growth of the plant will occur. So it is known as open type of vascular bundle. Open type means open to the secondary growth. So when you find a cambium layer between xylem and phloem, it is known as open type of vascular bundle. Next, in case of monocot, this cambium layer is totally absent, so it is known as, sorry, here I have written that it is open type, but it is closed type. Closed type means it is close to the secondary growth. That means secondary growth will not occur here. So it is closed type of vascular bundle. Then when the xylem and phloem with vascular bundles are arranged in alternate manner along with different radii, the arrangement is called radial, such as in root. In case of roots, these vascular bundles are arranged alternatively, like here is the xylem and here it is the phloem. Here is the xylem, here it is the phloem. So it is present alternatively, it is known as the radial arrangement. Then in conjoint type, the xylem and phloem present jointly like this. Here it is the xylem, here it is the phloem, here is the xylem, here it is the phloem. So it is present jointly. So such vascular bundle is common in stem and leaves. The conjoint vascular bundles usually have phloem located only on outer side of xylem. Xylem is present inwardly and phloem is present outside of the xylem. So it is all about open and closed type of vascular bundle. Open type of vascular bundle is that where the cambium layer is present between xylem and phloem, and closed type where cambium layer is absent. Open type of vascular bundle is common in case of dicot stem, but in case of monocot stem it is closed type of vascular bundle. Then in case of root, radial vascular bundle is seen. It is the case of root where vascular bundles are radial. Root starts with R and vascular bundle starts with, sorry, radial vascular bundle starts with R. So in root, radial, where separate separate xylem and phloem bundles are present. Then in conjoint type of vascular bundles, these xylem and phloem, unlike radial vascular bundle, present togetherly. So there are two types of vascular bundle. One is radial where xylem and phloem present separately in case of root. But there is another type known as conjoint where xylem and phloem present togetherly. And this radial type is seen in case of root. But in case of stem and leaf, conjoint type of vascular bundle is. So there are three types of vascular bundles. One is radial vascular bundle. What is radial vascular bundle? Where xylem and phloem occur in separate patches on alternate radii. Radial vascular bundles are the characteristic of all types of roots. In dicot root, xylem patch is 2 to 6. That is diarch. When 2, it is diarch. When 3, it is triarch. When 4, it is tetrarch. When 5, it is pentarch. And when 6, it is hexarch. So 2 to 6. In monocot, root xylem patch is 7 or more. That means polyarch. So overally, radial vascular bundle is seen in case of roots. Then conjoint type of vascular bundle. What is conjoint type? Where xylem and phloem are associated with each other, present togetherly. They are present in the same radius. But it is again of two types. One is collateral and the second one is bicollateral. In case of collateral vascular bundle, xylem is located towards the inner side and phloem towards the outer side. So xylem is present towards the inner side and phloem towards the outer side, that is peripheral to xylem. In dicot stem, cambium is present, known as open type of collateral vascular bundle. In case of monocot, cambium layer is absent, so known as closed type of collateral vascular bundle. Then the second category of conjoint type of vascular bundle is bicollateral. What is bicollateral? In this type of vascular bundle, there are two patches of phloem, one on each side of xylem. There are two stripes of cambium on each side of xylem. Thus, the arrangement is outer phloem, then outer cambium, then xylem, then inner cambium, then inner phloem. and this is the characteristic type of vascular bundle present in case of cucurbitaceae and some member of solanaceae and convolvulaceae. Next, the concentric type of, what is concentric type of vascular bundle? In case of concentric type of vascular bundles, here it is two categories of concentric type of vascular bundle. One is amphicribal, one is amphivasal. Amphicribal, where xylem is present in the middle and phloem on it, and in case of amphivasal, phloem is present in the center and xylem around it. Amphicribal type of vascular bundle is seen in case of fawns, and amphivasal type of vascular bundle is seen in case of Dracaena and Euca. Next, ground tissue system. All the tissue except epidermal tissue system and vascular tissue system constitute the ground tissue system. Epidermal tissue system, then vascular tissue system, then all over the tissues left after this epidermal and vascular tissue system constitute the ground tissue system. It consists of the cortex part, pericycle, pith and medullary ray. Then in the primary stem of root and leaves. In leaves, the ground tissue consists of thin walled chloroplast containing cells and called the mesophyll cell. So, the tissue system present in epidermal tissue system, they are known as epidermal tissues. Vascular tissue system is known as vascular tissues. All other tissues except epidermal and vascular tissue system is known as ground tissue system. What are ground tissue system? What is present inside ground tissue system? Cortex, pericycle, pith, medullary ray, which are present in primary stem and root, which is present during the primary growth of the plant. And in leaves, it consists of mesophyll cells. In mesophyll cells, abundantly the chloroplast is found. So, there the photosynthesis occur maximum. Generally, it helps in the photosynthesis process. So, it is all about ground tissue system. Next, we will discuss about the anatomy of monocot root, dicot root, monocot stem and dicot stem.